Hello and welcome to
Hey Team TV.
Right, it's a special Sunday after all, and we have got a Kubota demo to show you guys. And first we're going to start with a walk around. Yes, we're not going to do the cinematic little bit for a minute because there is a whole lot of stuff to come watching this video. So we're just going to start off on a walk around and what we have found first. Engine ads.
It is a 6.1 litre Kubota engine.
Which is a beast. So how heavy is it at?
Well, it's quite heavy. You can't lift her up. But no, the max permissible weight is 11.5 tonne.
You're supposed to be serious right now.
Yeah, so it's 11. The maximum permissible weight, meaning gross weight, in layman's term, is 11.5 tonnes.
Right. Obviously, she is in the Kubota standard bright orange. Bonnet, I quite like it. It's following the sort of American style that is sort of going on at the moment. Bonnet has got good width on it. We have also noticed that the engine adds
Weight distribution on this tractor I found absolutely amazing. Being a 4-cylinder tractor against other brands, the weight distribution of the engine all just seems to be sat on the front axles. Some of the tractors aren't like that. It has a good adjustment range on the front axle suspension, more so than most leading brands, which I found was quite an interesting fact. So your front and your rear axles are actually rated to 200 horsepower as well.
So you obviously got your fuel check glass, which is there, which is an absolute stunning place to put it. Then your air tank for air trailer brakes is in behind, and air filter is there as well. So for servicing these things, it's quite important to have things out easy because a lot of companies like to tuck them in behind. But that is really nice, effective, and both of us quite like it. Also, just in here is, with a little twist, the battery, easy to find, easy to get to. If you need to jump something, again, easy to get to. And in behind is a nice little cover. If we follow off and get to the back, Kubotas have a ZF back end, and it's rated to 9.5 tonne lift. So
she's really heavy duty. The
really,
whole tractor really is really heavy duty.
It is really heavy duty. So any of you want something on a pit, this wouldn't be a bad option to put butt rates on. What do you reckon?
Yeah, honestly, it wouldn't. You might think, oh, it's only a 4-cylinder tractor, but she is a really heavy tractor. And what I like particularly about the back end as well, there is a lot of it, but it's so spaced out. Everything is so easy to get at, with no, there's no clutter. There is no clutter on the back end.
In the cab, now this is the basic model. Now, any of you that are, big arable farmers, this isn't going to be the model for you, but bear with us and just, again, you might want to try the top range. If you are a, cattle farmer, stock farmer, small farmer, and you want something that is got a bit of grunt, built strong, because this thing seems to be built really strong, there's a lot of metal underneath this. This is going to be aimed towards you, and that's what we're finding. Everything is really neat in here
and at your fingertips. So obviously your gear stick, this is my little favourite, the PDO. So your PDO switch is there.
So we've both been in here already, and just so you know, their PDO switch, you lift up, push forward for on, or lift up and push back for off. That is just it's just brilliant to play with, to be honest.
You got your four spools on this one. Like everything is here. Everything is here. And if you come down to on the dash, Justin, again, everything is on your fingertips. So your flashing lights, all your different work lights, and that is for your dash display and your computer.
Now we spin back around. Also, as Adam's just going on, you've got 2 gear sticks back there for setting up your PTO. One picks
Your speed?
PTO or Eco PTO, right? Then the other one goes to the corresponding 540 neutral 1000 RPM.
So she's a 4-speed PDO.
Yeah, but you just use the 2 gear sticks to like sort it all out and then turn the BTO on. But it's so self-explanatory, it's unbelievable. Then what Kubota have also done is they put aircon and the radio back around the back, and at the end of the day, once you set up your radio and you've set up your aircon, you don't really touch it anyway. So that's out the way, not in the way, and then all the things that you need to be touching are in the way where you kind of want them. Does that make sense? But it is a neat, tidy cab.
Yeah, I mean, if this is the basic model, then I would really like to see the top end model of the cab, because I mean, this is really basic, but it's really, really well thought out. Really well thought out.
Right, now I'm gonna hitch this up to a topper tomorrow and see how I get on. And then I think you're taking it turning.
Yeah, I'm gonna go tomorrow. Well, tomorrow night after you.
Oh yeah, late evening.
Yeah, late evening.
Okay. And we're gonna sort of see how this thing goes. Right, so let's start with a bit of topping. One dog, because he's not big enough to jump up. And off we go. What do you think, Kubota? Okay, so what do I think of this so far? It is a very comfy tractor. The front suspension system, which we looked at earlier, is very effective. Power, this long stroke engine is just, I'm going uphill now, and it just keeps climbing. Just keeps climbing. And this is fairly thick stuff. I know it's only topping, it's not like we're running a beta on it right now, but it just keeps climbing. It doesn't have that sort of labour effect that a normal 4-cylinder would. It is really nice to drive. Also, the ratio on a steering wheel is like, I think it's like a full turn and a half is a full turn of the wheels, which for a hot tracks is really, really good. So you aren't having to work the steering wheel a massive amount for the amount of steerage you're getting, which is really nice. But I'm a topper around this random water meadow there. It's really comfy to be in. This isn't the top end Kubota. This would not be, if you have long boys, as I said before, it's probably not going to be the tool for you. If you are a dairy farmer, stock farmer, and you want a good amount of power, a comfy tractor, I would honestly be thinking about this. Also, it comes with 5-year warranty. Now, you youngsters, talking to you guys again, haven't chatted to you for a while. If you are trying to build yourself up a farm and you get to the point of a new tractor, like just think about just get one of these on demo, because when it comes to play, 5-year warranty, like, that's not half the matter. For those of you who don't recall, there's a dairy farm just off the side of the A30. We all know that. And there are 3 or 4 Kubotas in there, and that is just saying something. Like, I don't know who fast, but no, there's 3 or 4 Kubotas in there. And they've been like that for years, and I can totally understand why. But if you're not in Cornwall, think about it. If you are, look up and go and talk to Vincents Tractors and get yourself a demo, because whether you choose one of these or not, at least give it a chance. You really should give it a chance.
This tractor is a 4-cylinder 150 horsepower tractor with a boost of 20 horsepower, so up to 170. I've just taken her up quite a steepish hill just a minute ago to see what she would do. I've got to say, absolutely faultless. The power was right there. You know, you've got to bear in mind this is a 4-cylinder tractor. Just coming into your corners and stuff like that, she is so manoeuvrable, and she's not. She doesn't rock. She's really sturdy on her feet as well. So I've just headed up a real quite steep incline now. Don't know if you can hear the engine grunting, but she just goes, she just don't give up. I mean, I'm in C2 now, she's just digging in and going, no dying, no nothing. A 4-cylinder tractor, I've got to say, I am very impressed. I know I keep saying it, but it actually shocked me, to be honest with you. I don't really know what I was thinking, because I don't know really anything about Kubota tractors and what they would be like. I mean, Kubota itself as a make, I mean, we've had Kubota swing shovels on the farm, and we've had Kubota, RTVs on the farm.
Here, hope you've enjoyed all the footage that you've seen. Also hope a lot of you are starting to waver and think that maybe one of these is good to test. What did you think of it?
At the very beginning, when it arrived, I did say I'm a bit skeptical of it. Don't really know a lot about Kubota tractors, if I'm being honest. It was a basic model, but what a tractor. Unbelievable tractor. Really impressive. I mean, it's a 4-cylinder tractor, but the fact she sounds like a 6-cylinder and she goes, I mean, like I said, we tried on all sorts of hills, didn't we? Yeah. And she goes, she just keeps going. I was really impressed with her.
So we didn't take this to, anyone's bog standard flat field to try something out on. We went to a water meadow for topping, which is a pain in the ass water meadow, and we went to a steep field and a bit of sloped field with a tedder, and it roared around.
It didn't skip a beat, did it? Really?
No. Now, for any of you listening, and I've definitely said it in the video, it is a long stroke engine, right? So it holds its revs, didn't it?
Yeah. And
it really holds its revs. Everywhere we put it.
Yeah. I mean, we were going up hills and all, and what I really liked about this tractor, because bear in mind, as we keep saying, she's a 4-cylinder tractor. So she's 150 horsepower tractor, and she boosts to 170, so an extra 20 horsepower she's got. But what I really noticed about her was the weight distribution on her, because she's so short nose. she doesn't lift up at all. Doesn't lift up. She digs in all the time. Like, she just keeps her nose on the ground. And I thought it was unbelievable for a short nose tractor, for a 4-cylinder. She actually thinks she's a 6-cylinder.
Yeah,
That's brilliant.
Those you guys that are, you know, absolutely addicted to 6-cylinders, try one. Honestly, just don't take our word for it. If you don't want to, try one.
Oh, definitely try one, because especially if you're a bit sceptical about them anyway.
Yeah.
Like I was, I'll be totally honest with you. But I was really, 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 really impressed with it.
But yeah, she doesn't lift off. The turning, as I said, the ratio on the steering wheel, you don't have to go a long way to get the full lock. We also, going back to the arm that we spoke about at the beginning on the suspension, that front suspension is unbelievable, right? In the walk meadows, where suspension is really needed and that front axle is working hard on the angles that I was at, absolutely brilliant. Like,
So
really brilliant.
Yeah, so comfortable.
We can't get over that bit there.
No.
Visibility is great. Everyone's gone for the 4-post cab these days, and it works. So visibility's, you know, same as everything out there on the market. But things that are real game changers on this is that axle suspension. The fact that axles are rated to 200 horsepower, so you've got a strong tractor, haven't you?
Yeah, like I keep saying, you know, she's a big horsepower 4-cylinder tractor, really. Heavy duty axles. You know, like I said, it thinks it's a 6-cylinder tractor.
Yeah.
A really heavy back end. Honestly, you couldn't get much better, I don't think.
If you're a stock farmer and you are actually looking to maybe upgrade to your first new tractor, if you're a youngster thinking about a new tractor, 5-year warranty for something that's built like a tank.
And you can extend that. I mean, it's a 5-year warranty for 3,000 standard hours,
Yeah.
or you can upgrade it to, you know, 5,000 hours. But the fact you got that option as well, I mean, 5 years is a long time. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it just shows how reliable Kubota think their tractor is.
Something else we found that we quite like is on the back link arms. So if you want to go over and demonstrate.
So this side here is your standard link arm. So you can adjust it. This one here is brilliant. So you line your implement up with this arm.
On this arm over here.
And then this one, you move that one in and out where it is. It's easy and quick to get your implement up in the air.
So any of you stock farmers, which, let's be really honest about this, stock farmers, you're not always precise on reversing up to a bit of gear. Don't worry, neither are us either. But when you have something like that, it just makes it so much easier that you don't have to pull out your pins or something. You just literally push it, you're on. You just got to link up one arm, not both of them. You hit stuff and away you go. So something else is they have a flashing light, one on the back and one on the front on the diagonal. So you've got, in my mind, slightly, I prefer them on the back, don't get me wrong. I actually prefer, because my OCD just kicks in, I need them in the same place. But I can see the point of Kubota putting them there, that you've got more visibility from people seeing you at the front and the back, which quite like that. She's on a standard lighting package, but you can upgrade to whatever you want. But there's more than enough light there for anyone that would be interested in this tractor. They've put on a Zuderberg front linkage. Also, the Kubotas come loader ready.
From a cab point of view, very, very comfortable in the cab. Very, very good visibility. The columns and the frames are very thin in there, so it gives you extra. You haven't got bulky plastic surrounds or anything on the frame, so it's all nice and thin, very good visibility. And again, like we talked about before, we even took this tractor out, how everything is just on your fingertips. I mean, the PDO switch is right there. You haven't got any this going that way of your controls. Everything is, you're sat down, looking straight ahead. Everything is within your fingertips and reach.
Yeah, as saying, you just don't have to go find anything.
No.
Something else we didn't mention at the beginning, and we noticed further on, is they've got the foot pedal on the floor between the brakes and clutch for moving the steering wheel. If you push it in a bit, you can tilt the steering wheel. If you push it in all the way in, you can bring the steering wheel all the way up to you. Personally, we both thought that was, you know,
Simple,
it's
isn't it?
actually simpler and better than the hand ones, because the hand ones you've got to reach down with one arm and then pull it with the other arm. Where if you can just do it with your foot, you can just pull it with both arms,
Wherever you
boom,
want.
away you go. So we really like that in the cab. Spare seat was comfy. There's loads of room. There's just loads of room in there.
Yeah, it's really loads of room.
First thing, massive thank you to Vincent Tractors in Cornwall, Devon, for letting us have this Kubota, and thank you for Kubota as well. It has been amazing driving this around for a few days. Now, what did we think of it? It has opened our eyes up to a whole can of worms right now, because the pair of us actually really like this. But we will have to see in the future.
Who knows?
But it has got us thinking. It has really got us thinking. Ads?
Again, I totally agree with what Justin just said. And to be honest with you, like I said, very sceptical at the beginning, because it is, I always thought Kubota were known as their basic tractor. They were just a basic tractor, but how wrong I was, like I explained. It's really comfortable. Do I like the styling of it? I know Justin does. I'm still a bit out on that, but as a tractor, it is absolutely phenomenal, and it is. I can't say any different. I just like everything in the cab. It's so well. It's well thought out, isn't it? It's really well thought out what they've done. Everything about this tractor is very well thought out and very, very well engineered.
Yeah, all we can really say is simply, efficiently set out cab, built like a tank, and 5-year warranty.
What's there not to like?
What's there not to like? Anyway, you've probably had enough of us now. Thank you all for watching. If you haven't yet done so, please
subscribe
and ring the bell for any notifications when we next post.
Any questions or anything you have about this tractor that we haven't covered, or maybe we've missed something, or maybe got something wrong, please let us know and message us on one of our social media, so Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.
Yep. But a huge thank you to Vincents Tractors for letting us have this on demo. You know who you are. You have caused us a bit of a headache on thoughts of the future. But a massive thank you. Anyone interested in the Kubota in Devon, Cornwall area, please contact Vincent Tractors. A link will be left down below.